Hey, Jovan here with your free college basketball extended clip play for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Now, you know what's here at Pick Dawgz. We love giving out free picks. But if you want my best bets, the best that I'm putting in today, go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks for today. Now, like we always do, let's look back, recap what happened last night. And yeah, I let it slip last night with Mississippi Valley State. No way I should have been on those guys. They were down 30 at halftime. Ended up being a 50-plus point beat down at the hands of K-State. K-State needed it, and I just overlooked the fact that they had lost 4 in a row, or was it 5 in a row? But regardless, they were in a bad way and they needed to thump somebody. And yeah, they're one of the worst teams in the country. They did whatever they wanted, however they wanted. So yeah, that was a straight dud, for lack of a better term. And that runs our extended clip record to 32, 41, and 2, and we're at plus $1,155. Yeah, we've been running hot on the extended clip, so man, we dropped one. It is what it is. We'll get right back on the saddle and get it done. Two team once again didn't hit, thanks to South Carolina State. They're a bad team. They ended up losing by 30. They were in the game, you know, in the first half, and then the last 3 minutes of the first half, Charleston Southern took off, 13-point deficit at halftime, and then it ballooned to 30 real quick. So yeah, that didn't get it done neither. Went 1-1, 1-1 get you nothing. New Orleans got the job done. They almost gave it up though. They were up big, and then, you know, Incarnate Word reeled them in, but they did get the job done nevertheless. We're gonna get right to it for the extended clip play today. And one more thing that I did want to say about the extended clip. So, you know, I do these videos early, and sometimes I have to pull back on what I usually want to do for premium picks, but I don't have the premium picks up, or at least some of them. So last night I had a chance of, I had some different options. It was a short slate, weren't many options, but on the short list was Texas. But I had fully intended to put Texas in as a premium. Later in the day, ended up not doing that, ended up cashing with Texas team total over and the over in that game. En route to a 5-1 premium night. So I say all that to say that we have options every single night for the extended clip, but sometimes I'm gonna opt to hold back on something because it's a little bit stronger, and you know, those are gonna go for the premium. And sometimes they don't get there for other reasons, time constraints, so on and so forth. But yeah, just wanted to say that because we did have some extended clip candidates out there. So let's move on to the extended clip play of the day. And we are going to go to Providence, Rhode Island, south of Boston, about an hour, give or take. And we are gonna, and this is where the Brown Bears, who are also a Rhode Island team, are facing the Providence Friars. And this is a situation where it's big brother versus little brother. Little brother has been covering. They're 5-6 straight up, 6-4 against the spread. They battled against URI, another big brother of theirs, in the in-state battle. But this team, they're in a bad way offensively. They are not good offensively. Defensively is kind of where they hang their hat. They got to keep it in, you know, in range, you know, slower style pace of basketball. But the problem in this one is, and, you know, they've covered 4 straight games. You know, the one double-digit spread was against URI. But in this one, we have a situation with Kim English where, you know, he needs to beat up on some teams, on some lesser opponents, on Lil Brother. And as referenced in the last game against the Rams with URI, who they beat by 19 points, dropping 90, they have another chance to do it in back-to-back games. Now, you might say that they're not going to do that in back-to-back games. They're playing another rivalry game. But I think they don't stop. They get to 90 plus. They are going to lay waste to the Brown Bears. Like I said, the Brown Bears aren't a juggernaut offensively. Let's just say that. And with Providence covering their last 3 and beating their last 2 teams by 30 points and by 19 points, we got to be on the Rhode Island side, and we're going to have to add points to this thing to get to some plus money. It is what it is. You know, I'm not a Kim English guy, but that's because I'm an Ed Cooley guy. Ed Cooley chose to leave for greener pastures over in Georgetown, so it's not Providence's fault. You know, they got the best guy who they thought they could get at the time. But like I said, Kim English needs to drill teams, especially ahead of the Big East opener against Butler, I believe it is. So with that being said, we are going to move this from 18.5 to 23.5. And that'll bring us to Providence minus 23.5 plus 162. Let's reiterate this one real quick. Providence, the Friars, minus 23.5 plus 162. Book a cash to do what you got to do with it, but go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find mine or one of our other world-class handicappers' picks. Now smash that like button. Let's get this money and hit the book where it hurts.